What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete. Welcome back to Planting with Pete. Now, on today's video, as you guys probably can tell by the thumbnail, we are going over my first, well, how can I put this? Let's just say my first line of defense against household pest. Yeah. So with this here, the two basic things that I use, you guys, I use nothing more. It's even to the point where my nepenthes and my other insect eating plant, forgot the name of it. I always do that. But anyway, it's to the point where they're just there. Let's just be honest. They're not catching anything, at least that I know of. I do, as you probably seen on one of my videos, or maybe on the shorts channel, that when I have to feed them, I stick them in the ant bed, maybe like once a month, once every other month, depending on the growth season. So yeah. Now the first thing I do use, you guys, is very simple, very easy. I spent maybe $5 on this bag, and it with this here material, you guys, I can say that, let's just say it's very useful when it comes to very useful when it comes to what I needed. What I needed for it is very useful for what I need it for. There we go. So it works like perfectly. Now, keep in mind it's not a solid solution, but it does work for me. And then also, depending on your environment, it should work for you. And not even on your environment, you guys, it's basic common sense, so it definitely should work when using this here method. Now, the first method I use, you guys, this here method covers mostly your I guess they're called fungus gnats, or just gnats in general. Now, we do know that these gnats, they love moist, wet, sloppy, just super uber wet stuff, guys. So this typically happens around the time like this year, when it's warm, hot, humid, super rainy, super wet. It's like it's been raining like every day for the past couple of weeks because it's hurricane season. So yeah. And they love these little moist, wet, damp, warm conditions. They get down in your soil. They breed. Some of them eat your roots, fresh roots. Some of them, but they chew. Well, it's the same. Mess up the root. They chew on the roots and spit up something that kind of destroy them. Then they suck it and eat it. Whatever. They're not good, for the most part and for the long run. And then, of course, who loves sniffing, breathing in gnats, or just doing this, like, and then people think you're crazy, when you're just like having a full conversation and you're doing this. It's like, so it's like, yeah. But this here method, you guys, is what I use. It's very, very simple. It is garden mulch. Yes, garden mulch. Now, I could use the bark. Bark is like too thick. At that point, it's very pointless because you're wanting to cover the layer, a good bit of layer. I usually do maybe like an inch, inch and a half, depending on the plant, which is usually an inch, because if you have your plants, let's see, can I find, I can find one, but I also will be putting in spans as well. But this is my Calathea rattlesnake. So this here is about an inch lip right there. So you definitely don't want to be filling your pot with soil straight to the top. So as usually, it has extra grooves. So I usually try my best to stay either below this groove or depending on the plant above it. And usually it's above it just because of how, I won't say immature, but how small the plant is. And the lower I put it down, the quicker the root system will acquire the pot, and it's just a bunch of mess. So I usually use this here as my measure, but all of this here, you guys, let's do it that way. All of this here is nothing but mulch. And again, like I said, I will be doing my span. Now, as you can see, all of my plants are covered in this here garden mulch. Now, the garden mulch, of course, you know, is used for outside, but with any material, any product, it has its multi-use purposes. Um, if you're hearing any slurping right now, guys, it's my big dog child's thirsty. I just fed him. So, but anyway, as you can see, most of all of my pots that have the soil in it, they are covered in an inch of mulch. Now, this here again keeps all, and I mean all of fungus gnats away. I don't have any kind of fungus gnats ever since I've done this. Now, I did this maybe, I don't know, it's a few months ago, you guys. When I say few months, let's just say almost a half a year ago or something like that. But anyway, the year before last, long story short, we had a huge, just, this word popped in my head. Let me know down in the comments if you know where this word vomitrocious came from. Yeah, it's like, oh, I feel so old when I said that. Hmm, whatever. But, yeah, like vomitrocious. Like we were talking like, I don't say infestation. That's definitely pushing it, but I was like this, every maybe 10, 15 minutes. So it was enough to just be like, what the? So that was way before the Nepenthes, just any of that. But yeah, it was a very rainy season, I think, last year. We had a couple of hurricanes, big ones, I think, back to back, of that nature. Of course, that brings the rain. But yeah, this here mulch does the job. I've um, yet to see any on any of the plants now. Just like this here rattlesnake that you just seen, she was once outside again, kind of like the rest of my plants that are outside that I do take outside during the warmer parts of the year, just because they're more hardy against rain, sun, and even pest resistant at that point. But I do know my calatheas and stuff, they do get pests, especially being outside. So this was the test. But anyway, my normal plants that I just said that are pest resistant, usually like my philodendrons, my uprights, they're outside and they have gnats. And that's because of, I think one or two, I have not did any kind of mulch maintenance or plant maintenance too, just because I mean she's growing and they sit outside, so I'm not going to bother her. But the ones that I do switch back and forth, as you can see, I did go ahead and dress them with that their mulch, just so that I don't have any of those issues when I bring them in. And I can tell you, no issues whatsoever. And then also the next product that I will be using also helps in that aspect as well, just because of once the solution starts to fall down, it gets on the mulch and the water evaporates, but the solution is still there. But the solution is not harmful to the plant, well, at least in small doses. How about that? But yeah, the mulch works perfectly. I wouldn't change anything. Keep in mind, you guys, again, like I said before, this is your regular, ordinary garden mulch I got from Lowe's. It was like maybe $3 to $5. That bag has lasted me, I don't know how long. I've even mixed it in, as you probably know by now. You should know by now. Yes. I've been mixing it now inside of my sphagnum moss as well to help moisture retention and also give the roots something to grapple on. And doing a little research, I figured out that most of these plants actually, they're very smart. They are very, even though that's a whole nother can of worms, but if they have feelings or if they can think, all this other stuff. But yeah, but they're very, very, very smart plants. So, but anyway, yeah, mulch comes in handy with me, and then they also come in different colors. Now, I would kind of stray away from anything funky like green, blue, yellow, orange, something like that, just because those are not natural colors when it comes to like natural wood, natural bark or mulch, things like that. Now you can get the red. I think they're like, I forgot the name of the tree. I don't know, but it's like a reddish kind of clay, Georgia clay kind of color, maybe a little bit darker, or sunset red, orange color anyway. And then it comes in black, and then it comes in the regular brown. Now you guys, I got the regular brown chips, as you can see, very thin mulch. So again, it works. It keeps the insects out, holds the moisture. I don't have to water my plants as often, and I'm pretty sure they're loving it more than I um, can handle the actual watering. Even though watering is fine, I have, I don't know, maybe over 100 and something plants, and I can tell you, watering is not the problem. It's just being able to keep up what needs more water than the other, and also with location. In here, way different compared to what's in my grow tent. Way different, definitely different compared to what's outside. We cannot control the weather outside, but in here, I think it's worse because you can manipulate the weather inside, and sometimes it's not good for your plants. Sometimes not even good for yourself. So just have to keep that aspect in mind. But let's go ahead and move on to my well, the mulch will be the first line of defense for gnats. I think that's what I said. And this here will be the first line of defense of anything else that can destroy your plant. Anything. Now, this here will be a product that I've mentioned before. I think I was putting it in the description box below, but as I mentioned below, I think in one of my other videos, I'm going to start putting the products that I use down below, so you guys can see exactly what I'm using, exactly what I'm talking about. Try it out yourself and just go for what you know. Now, this one here is a soap, and it may be highly concentrated, but it's a soap. This soap is called Miss Doctor, Mr. Doctor. This soap is called Dr. Bronners Castile soap. Now this soap, you guys, again, is pure. Castile is like 18-in-1 hemp soap, all in one. You can wash your dishes, wash your face, wash your ass, wash your car. It works. All right, now, of course, I'll be doing a pan of this. Now, this stuff here is, of course, made with organic oils, coconut oil, just all kinds of stuff I never heard. Seed oil, jojoba, I don't know what that is, oil. But as you can see on the bottle, you guys, there are different remedies on this stuff. Depression, the silent killer, substance use disorder, end of life anxiety, unnecessary distress, the invisible wound, post-traumatic stress. It says Emmanuel Brunner, I'm sorry, born 1908, third generation soap maker, suffers loss of parents in Holocaust, conceives vision of humanity united beyond religious and ethnic divides, uses soap labels to spread his all one message. Now led by his grandson. Was born in 1973. Grandsons, I'm sorry, and Michael was born in 75. Dr. Brunner's continues to operate as an engine for positive change, love and honor. Thy cells, each other, and earth, all one. Guys, let me tell you, this stuff works. Family soap owners, this stuff really works. And then it also says in quotations, as you can see, dilute, dilute. Okay, one small squirt applied to wet hands to wash your hands, facing your body. You know, you can do a half a teaspoon to wash your hair, do your laundry, mop the floor. You can even bathe the dog. Wash your dishes, all-purpose cleaner. Um, and then the most important one, where it says shave your face, underarms, and legs with this stuff. Now I do shave. I actually bathe with this stuff, you guys, as well. And I do need to shave. Then I do use this stuff as well to shave. Now the most important one on here that I love, it says 1 tablespoon in a quart of water to spray plants for bugs. And if you're feeling a little freaky, a dash of cayenne is optional. So I use this stuff here, and I do strong doses. Now there's like 1 tablespoon. I do like 5. All right, and then I have them. Matter of fact, I have one here. This is the spray bottle, and it's filled. And this kind, you guys, is the mint peppermint. Yep, 18 and 1 hemp peppermint. Now I do know these things come in a variety of, I was going to say flavors. Come in a variety of different smells, aromas. The ones that I do have close to me, is that, so I don't have to order them. They come from not Michael's. Michael's, no, definitely not Michael's. Michael's is a craft store, right? Yeah. Um, Target, no, not Target. Ross, not Ross. Whoa, I'm having a complete brain fart. I usually have the sticker come off. No. Yeah, I put the name up here. I figure out where I usually get it from. Probably figure out before I finish the video. But at the store, it only comes with two kinds. That'll be the peppermint kind, and then the other one is lavender. And I don't want to be walking around here smelling lavendery. Prefer peppermint. Peppermint is a neutral smell. And of course, why would you want your plants to smell good? They already look good, you know. So anyway, you guys, what I do, I'm gonna do more than a tablespoon, right? Let's make sure table. Yeah, tablespoon. I do more than a tablespoon. It's like 3 to 5 tablespoons. Let's just be honest. I just squeeze a little bit in the bottle, just because I'm used to using this here solution. So anyway, I mix up my solution, and as you can see, I just go and spray the backs of the leaves. And then once I spray the backs of the leaves, then I come in behind with my spray bottle, which is nothing but water. And I have to spray the leaves. Depending on how strong the solution is, and the bottle that you are seeing is a very fresh, strong solution. So I only count maybe like 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds. And then I definitely go and I spray the actual solution back off the plant. Now, this stuff here, again, you guys, is very pure. It's pure. Okay, it's very thick. And even on your sensitive skin, if you have sensitive skin, again, make sure you dilute this stuff. Just because, again, it's pure, so it does the job. Okay. But I haven't had any I would say thrips or knocking on wood like crazy. Anything dramatic going on with my plants. Now I do get those stupid little, I call them plant fleas, right? Definitely, I put those pictures up there. I hate those things. Now I get those. Pretty sure those are type of thrip. I get those on. Did I say in type of? I don't get any spider mites. I don't know. I get those on specifically 3 plants. 3, maybe 3. Now, most of your plants can fight off different insects, as we do know, but with certain plants, they just attract certain bugs, and it's just inevitable, and they just do what they like to do. So with that being said, I kind of lost one of my original Monstera Wide Farm Swiss cheese. Yeah, just declining. There's like, well, maybe it's not enough light. Maybe it's not enough light. Nothing just told me to check up under the leaves because, I wasn't having any insect problems. I haven't had any. I bring this freaking Monstera in the house and oh, she just put a little, just full of these little black jumpy little mother. Yeah. And had to cut her up, and then what you just see me spray is what was left of her. And then that one catches those little jumpy things a lot. And of course, again, I think it's just a plant. And then also, um, and there's a rescue, so is partially struggling, trying to grapple, I would say, what's going on and getting her life back together. And then there's another one that is just perfectly strong and healthy, and these stupid things just love them to death. So, again, those are the ones that you are seeing me spray as I rant on about bugs that don't make sense to me, but apparently we need them or it's going to throw off the ecosystem. It's just crazy. Something that small can just crumple whatever. But yeah, those are the ones that I definitely have to go back and spray. I definitely do a root. I don't care what you. I don't care what you do with these. Like they just come back, spray, they come back, spray, they come back, spray, they come back. So this time I'm thinking about spraying the back. Don't do this, you guys, until you hear me saying it's okay to do it. But I'm thinking about spraying the back on the back. They're always on the back of the leaves. This place people just don't like to look, but fooled you because my plants usually face one direction. And I just need to turn it around and I can see all I need to see. But anyway, I'm thinking about spraying like the backs of the leaves and just letting the spray sit. Now I have to dilute it down a little bit more, but spraying it down and just letting it sit. Of course, that water will evaporate, but I'm hoping the soap will stay. Pretty sure the soap will stay. And if they go on and try to suck it or eat it or whatever they do to it, it'll deter them or probably kill them. I don't know because they lick it and it's very strong and it's gonna react with the soap and maybe burn their face off. I don't know. Is that evil? I don't know. You're killing my plant, so who cares? So, but yeah, guys, my two basic line of defense are something very easy. Total, I would think. Well, this bottle, now this stuff is, I don't say very expensive, but this is like a 15, maybe $15, $20 soap. Worth it. Again, it all supposed to be diluted. And I've had this bottle for about 5 to 6 months. Now, a good bottle like this will last maybe a year. And if I'm lucky, a year and a half. That's a good year. That's a freaking good year and a half. And then the mulch, I mean, well, I can't say how many plants you got, but that one bag has covered how many ever plants that I have in soil, which I can tell you is more than 20, more than 20, one, two, outside right now, I can tell you there are 10 alone without even counting them, but especially their smaller pots. Yeah, so everything is A-okay, no gnats. At least for the ones that, I did care for, no gnats. And then also, again, my Dr. Bronners works. I definitely, if I have to go outside and spray, I go outside and spray, which is, it's crazy. Like sometimes I feel you get more insects inside than you do outside, but outside, it does its job. Either too much heat, too much humidity, or the rain is washing them off, or the heat is burning them up, the humidity is cooking them. So things like that, you really can't manipulate in the inside to a certain extent now. And then my last line of defense, you guys, which is just humidity. And I really didn't want to add that one in here because it sits inside of my grow tent. And I just don't have any kind of, definitely knock on wood, Lord, knock on wood. I'm just dreading to say this. Like, I just want to get something, just chop my tongue off because I don't want to say it, but I don't have any kind of insect or any kind of nothing going inside of my grow tent. And it's usually because of the crazy high humidity. You probably know about that. I mentioned it a few times in a couple of videos. I keep my humidity crazy high. I also figured the balance of air circulation as well. So if any insect in there is definitely getting cooked. Done my research. Most insects do not like the definitely do not like the high humidity because it's gonna cook them, you know. And it's inside of that, my humidifier, you know, is it's a humidifier. It shoots out hot, humid air, water, clouds, vapor, stuff. So I mean, with something that small, poof, it's gone. So and again, it gets very warm in that thing. So I don't have to do any spraying. I mean, if I put anything in there that's from the outside, of course, you know, I do my maintenance, my routine. I spray it down, then I rinse it off, and then it goes into its area. But other than that, you guys, I don't have any issues in there. Knock again, just for my safety, knock again. But yeah, those are my line of defenses, and I don't use anything else's. No predatory bugs, no nothing, no other nothing. And again, it could. Pretty sure most of it is due to the environment. It's always usually humid here in Georgia. That helps a lot, and also hot, and also raining. So it helps with moving insects about their way. So that helps. But then, you know, there's a point of the year where things just don't rain as much, wind doesn't blow as much, and it's just heat. Heat. Sometimes it's not as high humidity. Like the humidity can be like 30%, maybe 40, and it's just pure hot out there. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, you guys, because you know I love to talk. So yeah, those are my 3 lines of defenses for all my insect problems, which I don't have, but the ones that I do, definitely seen those little stupid little jumping stupids. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video. I'm really hoping that again, the materials that I'm using, you guys can go check them out and put them to good use. This Bronners, you guys, you can spray and all your problems away. I can guarantee you, I can near guarantee you $1 million if I can just pull it out right now and say, if you treat your plants with Dr. Bronner, I guarantee you, you don't have to go back for the same issue, especially if you up your dosage. Okay? Guaranteed. You can, matter of fact, spray it and just watch them just stop moving within a second. And if you're spraying your whole entire plant down, there's nothing there left. And especially if you let it sit, I can guarantee you there's nothing there left. So, yeah, I'm going to put the links down in the description box below. Guys, go and check those out. But again, that is it here for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Also, comment down below if you are using these methods. Let me know. And if you haven't, also let me know if you're willing to try them out. And again, I will vouch for these for the ones that I use. I would definitely vouch for them, hands down. No arguments whatsoever. Again, I'll put the info down in the description box below. I do also have a second channel, you guys, called Pete's Plant Smash Up. The link again will be down in the description box below. Go check that out. It's just a second channel of mine. I do a whole bunch of off projects that I probably don't want to record or doesn't take like more than 5 minutes, but you know, I want you guys to be a part of like everything, and you're wondering like, well, how did that happen? Or where did that come from? It's like, well, check out the shorts channel and it'll fill you in for what's not been filled in over here. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that is it. See you in the next video. Bye.